It's game 4 between the Dallas Stars and the Calgary Flames. David, our coverage here on the fourth period presented to you by BitBuy. Use referral code TFP to receive up to $50 in free crypto while terms and conditions apply. Look, the Flames need a win in this series, and their big guns need to start to show up a little bit.
They really do. Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk just 2 assists each in this series, thanks to Elias Lindholm's 2 goals. But yeah, they haven't been offensive factors. They've created some opportunities. Tkachuk keeps getting into it with John Klingberg. Maybe they need to cut that out. Focus on the offensive game. We've seen some lineup changes that are going to be happening for Calgary tonight. The top line is staying the same, but they're mixing and matching a couple other pieces. Mangiapane down to the fourth line, and Nick Ritchie sticking with Backlund on the second line as well with Tyler Toffoli. So just a little bit of minor cosmetic moves trying to get the offense going for the Calgary Flames. They have just 3 goals in the first 3 games. That was 1 in the first, 2 in the third. They got nothing in the second. They need to get things going here offensively, Irf. And clearly Daryl Sutter is trying to get that message across. And we got to see those big boys stepping up.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to register any points if you're always in the penalty box for Matthew Tkachuk. But on the other hand, you look at the Dallas Stars, and their star of the regular season, their leading scorer, Joe Pavelski, has kind of brought his team to life a little bit in this series, hasn't he?
37-year-old guy that just ages like a fine wine, like we've been saying all week. This guy's just been absolutely tremendous and stepping up when it counts, bringing that extra energy. And we saw a little bit of tweaking of the lineups, from Dallas earlier on in this series to try to spread things out. Jamie Benn up the middle on the second line, Tyler Seguin up the middle on the third, and then trying to create a little bit of additional offense. And it worked. It worked in the last game, and it kind of threw Calgary off a little bit. You know, Dallas has been throwing the body. They've been checking a lot more since game 1 and trying to be more aggressive, and that's led to some offensive opportunities for them. And Calgary hasn't really been able to match that. I think we'll see a bit of a change tonight in this game, but from Dallas's perspective, ride Joe Pavelski, continue to do what you're doing, and so far it's been not too bad for that team.
Yeah, and I guess for the Dallas Stars, when you look at it, Jake Ottinger has really been the backbone of this team so far in this series as well.
Yeah, for as good as Pavelski has been up front, Jake Ottinger has been just absolutely fantastic for them in the pipes in this one. He hasn't needed to be extravagant every single game so far in the first 3, but he's made key saves when it's counted most. He's helped his team get back in it. He's created a momentum swing and a shift in the direction of a game for his club. And again, kept them in it. And that's really what you want if you're the Dallas Stars. For a team that's lacked secondary scoring for some time, you thought maybe they would be able to have it this year. It's been another Achilles for them. Probably if they get that, they're higher up in the standings. But it doesn't really matter at this point. You're in the postseason. You're playing a tight group or tight game with your group. And you've got a great goaltender that's holding the fort in net. That adds confidence, usually leads to a little bit more offense. We'll see if they can continue that in game 4.
Yeah, it should be a fun one, David, tonight. And you hope there's a little bit more offense for both teams as the Dallas Stars looking to put a stranglehold on this series. Meanwhile, the Calgary Flames looking to even things up as they take things home for Game 5 at the Saddledome.